Oh, back the way we came.
I know he's coming up for me, I think. They're coming up for me.
Alright, in this video, I'm going to talk about my experience playing the Rogue. So, in the last playtest, Rogue was actually my least played class, and naturally, on the last day, me and some friends decided, let's just play Rogue a whole bunch. We had one friend who had played it a little bit, mostly solo. We kind of found it wasn't great in groups, so we decided we would, take it and try to make it work. Here you see us ambushing a team. We kind of each take a single target. I'm chasing this ranger, trying to slow him down with my throwing knives, and realize I need to use my fists if I want to keep up with him once he puts his bow away. We make short work, but we do lose one. Fortunately, we're able to grab the soul. But as we're still getting things sorted, we get pushed by another team of two. They've heard all the commotion. So I'm trying out caltrops here. My plan is to kind of bait one out here. He immediately notices the caltrops, but they do the job. I keep the fighter on me. I know my friend can 1v1 a cleric, and I keep baiting this fighter out. I time in between his attacks, get a little poke in, but I let my friend do most of the work from behind here. Just taking advantage of my space. Even against the skeleton, you'll see me just poke once and get out of the way. We're going into library because usually there's some fights here. Now, this isn't so much a highlight clip as it is a really prolonged fight. And I kind of wanted to go over my thoughts here. Because we're looking around, usually we have some good fights in the mummy room, into the library. Seems pretty quiet, but it's looted. I noticed this door's open, and a lot of the treasure on the shelves is missing. I hear some steps, and my friend's a little bit behind me. I'm a little bit wary of just kind of pushing, because it sounds like there's people breaking pots, which means there's probably more than one. I catch this rogue on the stairs because of the weird angles. I actually miss quite a few of my attacks. Luckily, we're able to team him, take him out. I land a nice little headshot with the knife there, slows the fighter down. I throw caltrops to slow the pursuit. And our plan is for me to bait and my friend to jump, but because they saw two rogues, they decide they aren't going to push, and this is what starts a fairly prolonged fight. This is almost a 2-minute fight from this point on, where we're just playing around with the door. It's a fighter and a barbarian, and we're two rogues, so they definitely have the advantage in a straight-up melee. So I'm just trying to win through a war of attrition. I'm putting my caltrops down. My friend gets walked into. The fighter kind of gets him. I have to run in. I hit my own caltrops, but I just threaten the backstabs. So the barb turns around, the fighter turns around. They kind of don't know what they're doing. I throw fire on the stairs to make sure they don't push. The fighter is probably low because he hit second wind and just opts to retreat, but because I could probably be killed in 1 or 2 hits from that barbarian, I still stay back, my partner staying back, and we're just playing it safe. We know we can play it out. We're waiting for them to make a mistake here, because the way we lose this fight with our superior movement speed is by walking into them and getting one-tapped. So we take advantage of the rogue's strength of mobility, and just kind of playing around with this door here. And this is where the barb kind of makes a mistake, because that door was almost helping them more than it was helping us. They could smash it at any time they needed to, and that wasn't necessarily an important time to break that door. And now they can't close it on me, which means I can charge in very easily. Once again, using caltrops here, I hit the barb this time, so he can't push, he's afraid. And I decide I'm going to do a long wrap around here, maybe. I don't think this is going to work out well. I'm out of throwing knives except for one, which I'm going to hold on to for a more important situation. I'm not just going to check it. This guy's throwing axes at me. I'm thinking, this isn't great. My teammate's telling me back out, so I listen. And I think, yeah, I'm going to do a wide flank here. So go back through the mummy room. It's also important just to check, because mummy room is really popular and it's the end circle on this particular map, which means it's highly likely that another team's going to be coming through here. So I want to just make sure nobody's coming from behind us, do a quick sweep of the mummy room here. Then I crouch down because I want to try to be quiet, see if they've pushed in to follow me, and they haven't. But I do make a little bit of noise on some of the rubble here. I hear my partner has flanked around from the other way. He's meeting me up in the mummy room. So I'm trying to bait at this point. So I open the door, I go back. They haven't pushed into the library. They're still afraid of that. I see the barb there. He's going to throw some more axes, throw some torches. He wants me to be in the light here, but I want to bait him a little bit, right? So what I'm doing is I make sure he can see me. I go invisible, and then I go right in towards him. So he misses his swings,
Yeah, I heard him.
and luckily I'm able to finish him off. And I caltrop the fighter who's trying to chase me, or so my friend can jump on him. Unfortunately, there's a lot of exchanging blows. I'm trying to tell my friends to back up, back up. I have my throwing knife out. I got one. If he's hit him a few times, I can probably finish him, but my friend sacrifices himself, and you see that other team that I talked about that was likely to be moving through the mummy room, so I opt to just get out of there. And sometimes it is better just to get out, reset, and instead of sacrificing yourself. It was pretty unlikely I was going to win that fight. So in this fight, I see a fighter. I've heard a team of 3, and I heard some casting. So I know there's at least a cleric, I'm pretty sure, and then I see him. So we're thinking, okay, maybe I'll jump on the cleric. You kind of distract the fighter, but he doesn't want to go in. So we opt to just jump on this fighter while we have an opportunity. Unfortunately, my friend catches the judgment. And then there's this ranger swinging the spear around. Fortunately, I'm able to kind of sidestep back and forth, and I completely avoid his attacks. The ranger, or the cleric, actually hits me a couple times, and I'm low. And now I'm thinking, what am I gonna do? Okay, throw some daggers at him. Keep that poison stack, hopefully. But I know clerics are slow, and I see him doing his full combo. So every time he does 3 swings, I jump in for a stab. So I see 1, 2, 3, stab, 1, 2, 3, stab, and I take him out just with spacing alone. Alright, in this fight we hear a couple people clearing out the mummy room. Like I said, we know this is a great spot for PvP. So this time they don't hear us. We just crouch in, stealth, walk right up. He thinks he heard something. So I just walk right up to him, just keep moving back and forth, being unpredictable. Stab him enough times, eventually he goes down. Unfortunately, once again, my friend catches the barbarian. I hit him a couple times. Caltrop, he doesn't chase, so I know he's low. My friend's telling me he's low. And I decide I'm just going to use my throwing knives. I don't want to get close to a barb. So I just keep hitting him with throwing knives as he's running away. Keep that poison stacked really high. He opts he's going to turn around, so I just dance around him, stab him a couple times, and he goes down. Alright, in this fight, this is actually using just spacing and movement speed to survive. So I hear my friends, they're talking about another 3-man's coming in. I throw a throwing knife to slow the barb down. Once again, another headshot with the throwing knife. And I'm thinking, oh boy, I can't fight this. This guy's buffed up. He's going to one-tap me for sure. So I use the gap here, and I chuck him with a throwing knife as soon as he tries to jump. The fighter comes in, I just body block him, knock him down, and then I'm going to push the cleric. I'm hoping my friend's coming, but I actually didn't realize the team he was talking about was an entirely different 3-man. And so now I'm just chasing the cleric, and I'm like, I could probably take this guy out. I kind of missed my jump on the rubble there, but I just let them go. And ultimately, we just choose, we're going to live to fight another day and take those escape portals that were right there, and not worry about fighting these people. And in this clip here, we have, once again, our poor friend is dead, so we're down to 2, and we hear some rangers, some fighters. They're shooting. They're ready to push. All of a sudden, we see this rogue jump out. Make quick work of him. We see this spooky skeleton chasing us. I hit him with the caltrops. We close the door. So there's a barbarian and a ranger left. I'm running away to heal, and I see my friend is being very brave. So I realize, I'm not gonna fully run back. He kills him with a rupture, actually. I see my friend is hurt, and this ranger's pushing out. I'm worried for my friend, so I decide I'm just going to drink a protection potion and push. I'll be the one who pushes. He's low health, so he'll follow after me. I dodge the triple shot, kind of back and forth, just doing as much as I can with the rapier, and the poison takes him out. And our dead friend was pretty excited because we were able to bring him back from that one. And in this final clip here, just a fun little clip at the end, I hear this wizard, and it's bad news for him. Just like that, we take him out. So, yeah, thanks for watching.